Good morning, it's Leanne Peters here. I'm from templeofbalance.com.au, Temple of Balance on Facebook and Temple of Balance on YouTube. And I'm here to pull some cards and share some guidance for Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That's the 8th, 9th and the 10th of December 2023. So I trust this video finds you well. I want to send out a big extra special welcome to my Temple of Balance patrons, my Pillar of Light members, and all of those of you who support my work through my website. Thank you so much for your support. I'm coming to you live now from Tasmania, Australia, where it is Friday the 8th of December here, and the time is 7:26 a.m. So a big warm welcome to you. If you are new to watching, what I'll be doing is using my combined Speed of Light Oracle cards with my Animal Kingdom Oracle cards. And I'll be using this combined deck to find the best cards that the majority of us need for Friday, Saturday and Sunday. And then I'm going to find the best card for the theme for those 3 days as well. So I suggest that you take on board what feels right and what resonates and what fits into your life easily, and let the rest go. Think of this as a guide, and let's see what comes up. Good morning, Colleen. Good morning, everybody. It's quite beautiful. It's quite fresh, actually. We had a very hot day yesterday, and I've come out and there's a sort of bit of a sea breeze, it feels like, but it shouldn't really be a sea breeze because we're not by the sea. And I'm now being told my connection's slow, which it shouldn't be, so hopefully you can hear me loud and clear. So I'm looking for the best card that the majority of us need now for Friday the 8th of December. So Friday the 8th, the best card is this. It's a Speed of Light Oracle, and it's the Medicine Pouch. The Medicine Pouch is a featured card, so it has further instructions here, which say to trust your instincts, fan out the deck, and choose another card. So I'm going with this card here, Integration. Okay, so these two cards have come up for Friday. Medicine Pouch and Integration, both from the Speed of Light Oracle. We'll look at these cards separately first, and then we'll look at their relationship together, because they've come up together for a reason. What that reason is, let's find out. We've got the Medicine Pouch, card 54, and it says resources, gather, knowledge, and collect. This tends to be about finances, but it can be about other resources too. So it could be skills that we're gathering, or other resources. It could be foods and things we need to survive. But it does tend to come back to finances. And with this card, it's suggesting that we consider collecting, gathering, saving our resources. So on Friday, we might be looking at our budget, for example, our debt, how we can get back in charge of our finances, if that's something that we've got going on right now. It could also be looking at the skills that we've got and how we can use those skills perhaps next year, or perhaps moving forward into a new beginning or a new door that's opening up for us. So what are our skills? What is our skill set? And assessing that, especially if we're about to go in for a job interview or this sort of thing for next year or for the next chapter of our life, that may be something that's happening as well. So this is gathering, saving, collecting resources. And it comes with the Integration card, card 19, that says settling, grounding, nature, and calm. So there's a settling feeling here too, just like there is a settling, gathering feeling here as well with the Medicine Pouch. The Integration card is like changes settling into the body, the reality being faced and dealt with in regards to how things really are now, or change sinking in, healing taking place. But when healing takes place, when things change within us and we're shifting through issues, releasing our problems and our wounds and our issues from the past, when we're releasing our flawed or limited attitude or behaviour in certain situations, when we're releasing things from our life, there is a period of integration where the change settles into the body. It's like an anchoring or an integration. And it's a bit like the visual I have of this is like a leaf unpinning from the tree, and then in slow motion it kind of settles down and it finds its place where it's going to sit or settle on the ground, at least temporarily. And this is what the energy does. It sort of unpins itself and then it comes and it settles down in our body. So integration is grounding. It's coming to terms with the reality of things. So with these two cards together, this is about saving, most likely, finances, or looking at our finances and the finances that might be going straight through a little hole in our medicine pouch or in our purse. Why are the coins just dropping straight out? What are we wasting our precious finances on? Or what are we giving our power away to on a financial level? And how can we settle in or come to terms with the reality, especially of something like our financial situation? Because it is something that tends to be a bit tricky, or a lot tricky, or very, very tricky. So are there things happening financially that we've been ignoring, that have been perhaps addictions or things that we're doing with our finances that are not empowering, that we might need to come to terms with or get a grip on, and see the reality of perhaps our financial state? It might be worth looking at the money we've got coming in and the money we've got going out, and really sit down and look at the incoming and the outgoing, look at our budget, look at our bills, look at our debt, and really get it all down on paper so we can see the reality of something like our financial situation. And then when we see that reality, what can we do about tightening up our purse strings or patching up that hole in our energetic purse where the coins just keep trickling out because we might be wasting our funds or this sort of thing. So this is the energy that's around for Friday, and let's see how it resonates and how it fits in with where we're going or where we are. So thank you. Thanks everyone for watching. Good morning to you all. It's saying that my connection's not that great, which I'm not really sure why. So hopefully you can hear me loud and clear. So I'm looking for the best card now for Saturday, the 9th of December. So the best card for the majority of us for Saturday is this. It's an Animal Kingdom Oracle, and it's the Dolphin card, 6. And it says that it's a time to celebrate, and this may be a sense of surprise celebration, where it may be something that happens or something that we do on Saturday or around Saturday brings with it some reward of some sort of celebration. It could also be the gathering together of people. We might already have some sort of gathering coming up. In fact, we've got our awards concert. Our awards concert for the year is happening on Saturday, so I can see exactly where this fits for me personally, that it is a time to celebrate the things that our organisation, our band, has accomplished this year. So what are you celebrating on Saturday? What brings you a sense of cause for celebration? The celebration is uplifting. So if you've been feeling heavy and low and perhaps depressed, then that celebratory energy has the potential to lift us up even just a little bit. And if celebration feels like a big distance between the low state that you might be in and the high state of a celebration of some sort, then, a stepping stone in between there would be something like practicing gratitude. So if celebration is just too much for you to think about right now because your life's not really in a great place, maybe think about what can you appreciate and maybe go on a rampage of appreciation or gratitude on Saturday, and really look around and see who is there and what is working for you, and what, the things, the people around that we can be grateful for. And that gratitude then can be that stepping stone to celebration. But sometimes celebration is just too pie in the sky when we're in quite a low place. So celebration, gratitude coming in for Saturday, and it can potentially be uplifting, something that makes us feel a little bit more uplifted than we did before. Then that is a good thing. So that's for Saturday. Let's find the best card now for Sunday the 10th of December. Sunday the 10th. And the best card for Sunday the 10th of December for the majority of us is this. It's another Animal Kingdom. And it's this. It's a featured timing card. So it has further instructions here which say to take the top card from the deck. So that's easy. And we're looking at the Lamb. The Lamb coming up with the Solar Cycle card for Sunday. So again, these two cards have come up together for a reason, and we will look at them separately, just briefly, and then we'll bring them together. This is one of 4 featured timing cards that you'll find in the Animal Kingdom Oracle. And this is the Solar Cycle, so it's card 52. And it talks about 24 hours, so basically a one-day cycle, like the cycle of the sun. So it's highlighting that Sunday, which is connected with the cycle of the sun, is probably going to be significant, that 24-hour period, or approximately a 24-hour period, that there is something amplified and something important that's coming up. And it's connected with this card, which is the Lamb. The Lamb is card 36. And it says to embrace your youthful side. So again, there is something uplifting, something fun. There's something playful about this Lamb energy. It's youth, so there's something youthful, fun, even something simple, something playful, something joyful about the Lamb. I remember what actually inspired this drawing itself is springtime a few years ago, back in 2015. It was springtime and I was driving somewhere. I think it would have been to visit my grandmother. And in the paddocks were just lambs everywhere, and lambs, little groups of lambs, like 5 or 6 of them, just sort of jumping around and jumping over sheep. And I just found it so uplifting and so joyous to see just these lambs like children playing. So there's a childlike energy that wants to come in for Sunday. And in many ways, this is reminding us to lighten up. And especially if we didn't lighten up on Saturday with the dolphin energy that brings a potential upliftment of celebration, or at the very least gratitude, which is something we have to make an effort with. I mean, we're not going to feel celebratory or even grateful if we don't put the effort in to at least open up to some form of that. So if we're still feeling heavy and low and depressed and down in the dumps by the time we get to Sunday, then we've been encouraged to really put the effort in to find something to uplift us, something joyful, something that lifts our spirit, something that takes us out of the pressures and the problems that we're dealing with in our life. Maybe we can take a 24-hour day off from the pressures of work or the pressures of whatever we've got going on in our life. Maybe we can step out, go for a drive, go for a walk, turn our devices off and just step into something that is creative, perhaps something that's uplifting, something that takes us out of the complexities of our problems right now and the difficulties that we're facing in general in our life. So it feels like a break in some ways. So if we or if we are inspired to, or if we move into the energy of the dolphin for Saturday and the lamb for Sunday, then it shows that the weekend can potentially be a fairly uplifting weekend. And it's interesting, this is sort of what I ended up talking about for the last 3 days, is that elevation and for the last video, stepping up on the rock so we can see just a little bit further on our path. And it's a similar feeling here, but it doesn't feel like we're stepping up onto anything. It feels like we're actually potentially uplifting ourselves so we can see more of what's going on around us, but also use that energy to help lift and lighten us at this time. So if things have been too much, if you've been overwhelmed, then it's a sure sign that you need a break. So can you take Sunday off? Can you take part of the weekend off? Can you turn your devices off? Can you go and do something that gives you a break? Because a break gives us a fresh perspective, and it might be something that some of us need. And especially there's so much overwhelm around at the moment. I'm seeing it everywhere, that we've got to try and flow through as best as we can and cope with that overwhelm. But as soon as overwhelm kicks in for me, I know I need a break straight away. It might be the last thing I think I need because I've got so much to do. But the best gift I can give myself when overwhelm has already kicked in is take a break. It could be half a day off if that's all I can fit in. I need to take a break. So if you are feeling overwhelmed and you need a break, then maybe this weekend might be good for that. So thanks so much for watching. I'm going to pull the theme card in just a moment. Before I do, I want to encourage you, please, to interact. Hit the thumbs up button. Show us some love. Please comment. Please share if you're inspired to. And if you'd like to connect more privately, then please send us a message through our website. I feel a sneeze coming on. There we go. So I've got a few things coming up in the next couple of weeks. So we have our card reading club, the last one for the year, which I encourage you to have a look at if you want to get to know your cards better and find more guidance for yourself in a supportive group. We meet on Zoom once a month, and it's my card reading club. That's happening next Friday. Yeah, next Friday. Today's Friday. Next Friday, the 15th of December, and we'll be focusing on the theme wrapping up the year for the most part. And also on the 15th, later in the day, is my online art class. So I really encourage you to look at that too, especially if you're wanting to get more creative and do more creative expression. And if you really want to connect with a group that feels like you can talk about things that maybe you can't really talk about with many people around you, it's a really great little group. So we're going to be looking at the element of fire. So if you have a resonance with fire too, then I really encourage you to look at that online art class. That's Friday the 18th of December. So you can learn more about those on my website. I've also got every solstice. So our solstice is coming up in 2 weeks on Friday the 22nd. That's Australian time. We're doing our next solstice online gathering for members. So it's free if you're a member. So if you're an active member, you will get the details for that. And we will be playing with our cards. So we'll be spending 2 hours together, meeting each other, and we'll be pulling some cards for ourselves. So you're encouraged to bring a card deck or 2 along, and we can pull some cards together. It's lots of fun. So have a look for that if you're a member, and if you want to be a member, it's a great time to become one. And then at the end of the year, on the 31st of December, is my New Year's Eve 12-hour healing event. I highly recommend these if you want to get down deep into healing. And what we're going to be doing is stepping towards the unknown. That's our theme, stepping towards the unknown. And I think this is really significant for New Year's Eve as well, as we break away and release the things that have been holding us back, or the things that have occurred this year, or the things that have revealed themselves that we don't want to take into the new year. So it's 12 hours dedication. You can join in with the 12 hours if you want to on the day or during the time period, the 12-hour window. Basically what I'll be doing is I'll be focusing for 12 hours deeply in healing around the theme, and I'll be sharing basically all day in different videos. So I'll be doing whatever I'm inspired to do on the day. So I'll share all those videos up as I go, and you're welcome to either join as they come up, or you can do over a period of time that suits you best, or look at it over a month, or whatever you want to do. But there's probably going to be 15 to 20 videos for that event. So you can learn more about all those things coming up on my website. So please visit templeofbalance.com.au, and you can learn more about my cards and all the things I have happening and have created at Temple of Balance. So thank you so much for your support. Let's grab our best theme card for these next few days. So the best theme card will help bring these days together and help us see the bigger picture for Friday, Saturday and Sunday. So the best theme card for the majority of us is this. And it's a Speed of Light Oracle. Oh, it's the Tree Maiden. Card 42. And it says endings, surrender, growth and illumination. This is our potent card. This card amplifies the energy. So it amplifies what's already been spoken about and potentially amplifies these next 3 days. So it's like a spotlight has come down and is shining down in these next 3 days to amplify things. So things might seem better or more difficult than what they really are. So when we look back over the days and the general cards that came up, we've got Friday, lots around finances and integration. Finances may be loud, and that might be part of why we are looking at them on Friday, if that's something we're looking at, because they might be loud under the spotlight and we might feel quite stressed out about whatever's going on a financial level in our lives. And then for Saturday, we had time for celebration. It could be great celebration. It could be a celebration that just blows our mind and takes us by surprise. It could be a gratitude that we slip into that really helps ground and pull us out of our heavy, dark, deep, depressed state. And then for Sunday, the Lamb and the solar cycle. So the Lamb, so that was uplifting too, a joyful, youthful energy, maybe stepping away if we've been feeling overwhelmed. That is amplified. So everything amplified over the next 3 days. Why? Amplified, trying to get our attention if we haven't been following through with the things that we need to follow through with, and we've been ignoring things, then things get louder. So things might be loud. There might be something that just hits us hard and heavy. Maybe in a good way, maybe in a difficult way, maybe in a real truth way that we may have struggled to see before. So let's trust that the energy is amplified because it's trying to get our attention. It's trying to pull us out or pull us through something, which is a good thing, even though it can be difficult and confronting to face. There are endings with this card as well, so it's probably highlighting this weekend that there are doors that we need to really consider closing and things that need to come to an end in our life. And we might already know this, but it may be confirmed, let's say, or validated for us over the weekend. And growth is promised. So again, we've got that growth energy coming in, which we had for our theme for the 3 days prior. For the Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday was our focus and growth theme. This is illumination and growth theme and endings theme. So things are growing. We are growing. We are changing. As we grow and as we change, then how we see and how we deal with things in our life and how we interact with things changes too. So it requires us to decide what things we want to step into and what things we want to step out of. And that's part of moving through a period of growth, is that we choose where we go, or things change in our life and we can either resist it or we can embrace it. So probably a bit of confrontation around, especially if we've been avoiding things this weekend. But amplification is good because it shows us more clearly what we need to do and where things may be out of balance or out of whack for us in our life. So thank you so much for connecting today. I trust you've enjoyed this video. Have a great weekend and I'll see you again very soon. Take care. Bye.